not cool.
Have you had any conversations with anybody?
Tonight, I mean, not really, but previous nights, yes. I've met some actually decent people on here, but there's just a lot of shit that I don't want to see.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's
I
depressing because I see like little girls on here and shit, and I know they're seeing dicks. I'm just like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
but at the same time, is that be in your control? I don't think so, bro.
No, it's totally not. The bad
That
apple's got to ruin it for all the good people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, they that's just a poor adult supervision.
Dude, honestly, it's honestly gross as fuck.
I find it kind of humorous and with there's like different categories of omegle people, right? Have you noticed like as a group you started to identify if you've been here long enough what the community is?
Right.
You got your little Fortnite kids, you got the little girls that are here just because they're bored. Then you get the teenage girls that are looking to be entertained. Then you get
Yeah,
the
they are. That's exactly what they're looking
yeah,
for.
yeah, and then you got the normal dudes, but that it varies here and there because normal dudes don't really want to talk to the other dudes. You know what
I
I'm saying?
know. It's
Like,
like, bro, like, just be cool. Like, people are real on here. Come on.
and then you got the ones that are kind of oddballs that are trying to actually entertain, but they're very fun to talk to.
Totally. Or you have the kids that are like, I'm bullied. I have no friends. And you're just like, fuck. Are you
Right, the ones that are
kidding
looking
me?
for an outlet, like they're lonely, which is
Yeah.
this is not
It's
a
like
good outlet for her
bad
to
too
do
a
that.
little bit. I'm just like, damn. Like, kids really be out here just looking for someone to talk to. It's sad as fuck.
And then you got the creepers that are just like hovering over the camera, like, hey,
Or the people with the corner shot, the ceiling shot. That's the gnarly one. I'm like, I'm out.
yeah, bro. The one that always pisses me off, bro, if we're talking about shots like that, is that one and when the ceiling.
Yeah, or just the black screen is even more sus.
The black screen, yeah, the black
The black
screen, bro.
screen's the ultimate sus. Then you have this little ass kid talking shit about your face, and I'm like, bro, keep talking shit. I can't even see you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yo,
Yeah.
to get on actual conversations, let me tell you some stories. I'll tell you a crazy one.
All right,
I met this.
I got you a crazy story afterwards.
All right, all right. There was this girl from Oklahoma, and
Mm-hmm.
I was just chilling. I was just like this, not giving any value, just watching, waiting for her to skip me. And then she starts talking to me, and I go, okay, let's see where it goes. And
Right,
eventually leads to her sharing how she broke up with this boyfriend she had that was older than her. The guy was 21, she's 18.
right.
And she cheated on him over underage girls. But the stupid thing of all is he did it because they're all meth heads.
What the fuck?
The 20-year-old one guy is with three minors doing meth all together in a small group.
That's gnarly.
I know. I know. And when I heard that, I was like,
That's the world we live in, though, man. There's gross shit happening
no, no,
everywhere.
no. Of course, of course. Like we're gonna be productive members in our own society, be our own individuals. But
Definitely.
then you hear those kind of stories. It's like, wow, it should be crazy. And like this is during coronavirus season, man.
Oh yeah, for real. You're just like, what the fuck's going on in people's lives?
Yeah. So when I heard that, it was pretty crazy. And then
Yeah.
I had this pretty cool discussion with this guy from Santa Cruz about philosophy and psychology, and like we were
Right
discussing
on.
like the educational system. Then I talked to this girl that was very young but very intelligent. She was talking about politics, man, geography, like she was discussing things that you and I in our young adulthood should be concerned about. And she was like
That's
half our
awesome,
age,
though.
and that was nuts. And I recorded her and we were talking, and I was just listening to her viewpoints because are you in the same generation as me? Are you millennial or Gen Z?
I'm Gen Z,
I'm Gen.
sadly. I'm
Yeah, got it.
18.
I'm Gen Z too, bro. But like, I'm on the cusp. You are too. Where we're just outside of Gen Z to be looking in what the younger ones are being influenced by.
Right.
So when I heard what she was going through, I was like, man, I'm glad I don't have to deal with paranoia and mental illness and social media and bullying that way and
Totally,
school
bro.
shootings. Because I didn't deal with that. Did you deal with that?
No, I didn't have to deal with any of that type of crazy shit. But
Yeah, like we got out of right just in time.
literally, like, right on the line. It was kind of sketch, low key.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
So
some of these kids be fucked up mentally, and you're just like, wow, like, you know, it's just really crazy because, like, social media contributes to that shit hard.
yeah, bro. That's why I'm really stay clear or really intentful how I use my attention on it. Like right now,
Yeah,
I'm completely being in temple. I'm being in Omega to actually have a conversation. And look, bro, we found each other, dog.
exactly. We're just kicking it. This is tight,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah, bro. So, yo, talking about like recording conversations, I'm recording it right now as we speak. Is that cool?
I mean, yeah, fuck it, why not?
Because this is what I do. Because I find it when you have an honest conversation with a stranger that doesn't know your background or anything. Me and this girl were talking about it. That what's the beauty of knowing a stranger is you can completely be honest about whatever your life issues are.
Right,
But
because it's not
but the
judgment.
flip coin is once they start to know you completely, I've seen two categories of people. They either hesitate and hold back, or they completely give of themselves and are completely comfortable in their insecurities to just be themselves.
Right.
So when a stranger eventually becomes like an acquaintance, a friend, then you feel like they personally know you because you shared so much. I think
Yeah,
that
yeah.
transformation of like conversing becomes really interesting. And where I'm leading with this is that that's why I love talking to people because I get to know their stories and what wisdom they have.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fire, actually. Alright, now I'm gonna hit your ass with a story on omegle, actually, the other night.
All right, bro.
So, I'm on omegle, it's probably like 1:30 here, I'm just kicking it on my shit, just looking for a conversation like I am now. And I stumble upon this, I don't know, 50, 55-year-old man, and he's just kicking it, he's got his tunes rolling, and all of a sudden he grabs a crack pipe, right?
Right.
So this guy, he heats up his crack pipe and he hits his crack, and I watched him basically pass the fuck out on camera. And
That
he
must
was
have been
saying,
not traumatizing, but like an experience, bro.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, like, I've seen that shit get hit in my life before, but not like that. And this fool literally, like, passed the fuck out. And I'm sitting here watching it for, like, I stayed for a couple more minutes. But he never woke back up. And I'm still curious if he ever woke back up from
I know what you mean, bro. Like you just
that. Yeah.
ended off
That was,
completely being unknown of what happened to the other person. Bro,
yeah.
let me tell you a story about that. I understand with that kind of conclusion. The other
Alright,
day
man.
when I was interacting with people, there was a girl that another girl that I interacted with. But with girls, I'm genuinely open or I'm like completely like fuck off unless they interact first, right? Because
Right.
you can only go one way or the other. You can't just
Totally.
be hey because they skip you.
That's facts. That's
Yeah,
facts.
right.
Because
So
they're like, oh, that's the same response I've been getting.
exactly. So you either have to be like you gotta like emotionally neg them or you gotta be completely like open and positive. One of the two.
Right.
So
Totally.
with this girl, she caught me mid sentence saying when they was like cutting into the next camera, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" And then she started going, and she was about to skip me. I could tell on her facial expressions. But then I made the "what the fuck" in the moment, like with my social intelligence, like funny, and then we
Yeah.
vibed out, and then it became this whole weird game of flirting and manifest itself into like this flirting sexual energy and like getting to know each other and it got into this place where where you vibe and you have great chemistry with someone.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We switched discords because she's a gamer girl, but this is where it was like, what the hell just happened? She messages me 30 minutes later after our conversation, tells me like she's tripping out, she has anxiety. I deleted everyone that I talked to on omegle. It's not you, it's me. I got mental health issues. I could tell this girl's got some problems. I'm like, hey, you know what?
Right.
You chill, you do your thing, and we'll talk on Discord. We'll build some rapport there. It's fine. I get it. I'm not trying to reach out too crazy. I'm just you're someone that I
Yeah, you're
vibed
like, I'm
with.
not desperate. Like, I'm just trying to have a
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah, exactly, exactly. And then eventually the next day she reaches out and I see she tries to message me two more times. Then out of nowhere, 5 minutes later, deletes everything, gets rid of me, and just cuts off communication because of her own paranoia, bro. So it was so trippy to see someone trip themselves out over their own insecurities.
Yeah, like, they have themselves tripping so hard, they're fully convinced some bad shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah. So that was what happened in that moment because she told me like she felt completely comfortable in my presence, but then she tripped herself out, and now I don't know anything ever about her. It'll just be a conversation. I remember that I spit game over with a girl on bagel.
That's fire though.
I never expected it to be that way, bro. But it's one of those things when you don't know. You don't know where that person's
Yeah,
ever
you
gonna
never
be.
know because you don't know the person really, and that's the crazy part.
Yeah, bro.
That's the fire part too, because you can be so open and not give a fuck because you're never gonna see this person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the irony is, if you do establish the link the socials up, then you know that you're the real deal and you're being genuine about what your whole everything you discussed because you don't give a fuck. You're just being honest.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think the key to this shit is to not give a fuck.
Yeah, you just got to be completely honest in your experience, bro.
Totally.
Like
Facts.
just
Facts.
genuine like integrity about things, and I was just embracing it, bro. Just being bold. Like, I didn't expect to want to talk to people on Omegle, but I got so socially deprived, bro, being in home for all this quarantine. I was like, man, I gotta talk to people.
Totally. It drives you crazy.
Yeah, man.
Right on though. Good for you. That's what's up. I'm glad that you'd be like on here just trying to have a good fucking conversation. It's hard to come by. Really. Honestly.
I'm trying to think of any other things that happened. If anything interesting happened.
I mean, I know I'm gonna be recorded saying this shit, but I definitely saw some dude with the biggest dick piercing I think I've ever seen in my life.
No, bro. Let's be real. Like, even though the dicks are nasty and we both agree, there's some dicks in here that you're like, damn, dude, that guy be packing, bro.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna cap.
Like
That's
they got like horse ding dongs, bro.
I'm like, no wonder he's on here flexing.
Yeah, but like at the same time, I'm like, I also think psychologically, what makes them get to think of? I know it's the rush of flashing, but at the same time, are you that like sexually deprived? Your only game that you can do is get stimulation or a reaction from an interaction for like 5 seconds.
Right.
That's like how long a nut lasts.
And it's not like some girl just wants to watch you like pull your dick. Like,
Yeah, I know, bro. Unless they're the weird gay ones that are trying to find each other.
yeah, totally.
I thought about that once. Like, are these guys like looking for each other?
Low key, they probably are.
That's what I'm
Low
saying,
key.
bro. But besides that,
But it
dude.
just makes me sad though, bro, because I just see like all these kids on here, and I know they're seeing that shit. And I'm just like, fuck.
Listen, if I start to think that way about it so much, it'll be disappointing. I just accept it as it is. I mean, can you do when we were that age? We were just. I know I was on the danger zones of the internet when the internet was a thing.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like
I guess you're right.
we were, dude. Just teenagers and preteens are gonna want to get into trouble. Like
That's
it's
facts.
it's in
You're
our
right.
it's in our nature to go against the rules, and the rule is don't go on Omegle. Oh, I want to go on Omegle.
Going on it.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
they get shell shocked, but then they become desensitized and like, you know what? Now I know the rules of the game.
Right, exactly. But kids do be getting desensitized on this shit. That's a fact.
Yeah, bro.
That's some real shit right there.
Are you from the West Coast? Because you got that like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I am actually Washington State, right above California.
Oh, okay. So you're like a little bit into the stoner vibes and whatnot.
Oh yes, sir. I was smoking for like 5 years, but I recently had to stop.
Oh, damn. I'm from California, so I can get.
So I was gonna say I could tell you from the West Coast.
Yeah, you know what? There's like this kind of lingo we have with just being on the West Coast. You meet someone from the West Coast when they talk like this. It's like a specific like American accent, bro.
Definitely, and you have your own little slang and way that you say things. I honestly I picked it up. I was gonna wait for you to say you're from California.
Yeah, I am, bro. But I'm in the heart of where the coronavirus is shit, man.
Where are you at?
I'm in Orange County,
Oh fuck.
so the cases are higher than in LA.
Oh fuck.
But all I do is stay indoors, man. I'm a turtle.
Yeah, you ain't trying to catch that shit.
Nah, bro. Like I'm safe.
The only place I'm going is the dispensary and back home.
Yeah, bro. The only places to go is the grocery store. Get everything delivered on Amazon Prime and just stay home. And more, dude, you know what I love about this opportunity? I know, RIP to all the people that are dying because it's real. But to the people that are living and still trying to make their bread, you're learning that everything can be done online.
Yeah, and also that stimulus check's looking nice.
Yeah, you know what? Dude, I can't wait to see what happens after the elections.
Oh my god.
The only thing I'm gonna comment on that to not make it too political is just I'm just really curious where we're going to be in 2021.
Me
That's all.
too.
That's going to be pretty.
I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you.
Listen,
But
bro. My escape plan is you can either fight or flight, bro. So my fight is get some wealth, get some capital, and stick it out. But if I gotta escape, if I still have that money, I got Mexican citizenship, so I'm gonna just fly out of here,
oh,
bro.
fire. Then you can do whatever you want in Mexico because the peso translation's fucking.
Yeah, bro. So that's what I think my go to plan is to build some wealth with the dollar, then make my little safe haven back in Mexico.
Oh yeah, definitely a nice neighborhood in Mexico if it's possible.
Yeah, bro. But that's man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little worried to be honest with
Hey, just go to Australia or New Zealand. Go there as a tourist, and when stuff goes crazy, you're gonna just have to stay there.
you. Exactly. You're like, fuck it, I'm living up.
Those are like the safest countries to be, in my opinion.
Yeah, Australia would be dope. One of my coworkers from Australia, that shit sounds crazy.
Yeah, man, Australia is
And the
way
women
better.
there are fucking sexy, bro.
You know what I like about their culture? They do not give a shit.
No, they say the most fucked up shit. It's hilarious.
Yeah, man, I've been down there, so that's how I know about it.
Yeah, they really don't care. They just say the most fucked. And their memes are fucked up.
Oh yeah,
Australian memes are fucked up.
I enjoy how they always say like you can say you're mad cunt or you're fucking sick cunt or you're a dumb
Yeah.
cunt, and then
They love cunt. That's like their go-to word.
yeah, bro, that's
Like
such
every
a
sentence, every other word's coming in.
yeah, bro, that's a
It's
good
funny as
accent.
fuck.
Yeah,
They
man.
just don't care at all. That's such the truth. My buddy Tom be like showing me the most fucked up shit, and I'm just like, bro, like that's just culture difference, but it's weird because like you're just not expecting that type of shit.
Yeah, bro. Do you smoke weed medicinally or is it for recreation?
It was definitely recreational, dude. I was just doing it that fun.
I do it medicinally.
Oh, right on. I need to
Barely
do
though,
that.
barely, because my journey with tripping out and weed, it's a crazy story, man. But to keep it simple, last time I did it, I had like a psychological PTSD episode, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. It was like I went into like something unconsciously triggered in my emotions, and then I went all over the place. I was guilty. I was shaming myself. I believed I was like in a cardiac arrest. Then I tripped
Oh,
myself
shit.
out. Then I laughed about it. Then I cried, and then I was in a good high. But that was awful because you know when 10 minutes go by and it feels like an hour. That's how it felt when I was going through all that.
I'm sorry about that. That's rough.
No. It's okay because I recognize I can only take a certain amount of dosage, but I also know my experiences and my emotional memories. Because like, if we're getting really deep about weed, man, it is an herb to unlock the unconscious.
Dude, definitely. I mean, I don't know about you. Are you into psychedelics at all?
Yes and no. The reason why I say yes and no is the no part. I think it would be unwise for me to do it, but I believe in the power and the potential it can if you use it in a supportive environment and you know the intention of why you're going to do the drug and if it's beneficial for you. Because I've heard
Right.
positive stories, but I think in my case, I think I trip out balls more than actually be productive. I think I can solve my own issues while being completely conscious.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know. I just recently started dabbling, and I will say it's answered a lot of questions I didn't even know I had.
Right, man. It's just a
Yeah,
different
right.
way to unlock the truth within yourself, the stuff you've been hiding, the emotional
Oh,
fears,
totally.
the emotional fears or shame that you just don't want to embrace the dread about it. And once,
Definitely.
you let go of that barrier where your conscious is resisting and you get into that psychedelic trip, there's no boundaries. You feel everything, right? That's what
Oh,
I imagine.
definitely.
And you
100%.
you either have to I think emotionally what goes on when you're in that state when you're tripping out is your unconscious is meeting your conscious and you have only two choices: accept it all or resist it. So
Definitely.
it's like a
If
battle
you resist
between the
it doesn't work well.
yeah, exactly. And then once you finally accept it, which is what the human spirit wants to do, accept every experience you had to transform it negatively
Right.
into a positive, that's when you chill out and that's when you get into zen.
Definitely,
and
brother.
then you find out your purpose or what your collective experience and your whole life, your talents, your wisdom, and you transform it into a positive direction for yourself and others.
Right, because like I mean, I've done it all, man. Shrooms, acid, DMT. I mean, I can tell you some crazy shit.
Damn, bro. Well, at least you went through the experience. So what did you get from all that? Like, to just cut it short, because that's your life experience. What did you learn?
Dude, I mean, I don't even know where to start. I mean, I just learned like, yeah, you just like feel emotion in the purest form, and you really dig deep into yourself, and you just find things about yourself or about others, or just how to interact with people, or like you just pick up on little things that you wouldn't normally notice. If that makes sense.
Got it. So you pick up on all the small experiences that you've been hiding from yourself, and it finally comes into like, I get it now. I get why I behave this
Right,
way.
because your senses are like tenfold. So your brain's really, it really feels like your brain's working at 100% capacity. It's insane.
Damn, man.
Um, but I don't know if you're familiar with DMT. It's the strongest psychedelic
The only
in the
reference I got
world.
to DMT is Joe Rogan's memes.
Okay, so I mean, I've died like fucking 15 times, bro. Like I could tell you some crazy shit. Like
What is a DMT trip like?
my craziest experience. So basically, it's the strongest psychedelic, but it only lasts 15 minutes. Okay. Um, and you can dab it or you can pack it in a bowl of weed and smoke it. So one time I dabbed it, and you close your eyes basically instantly. Because as soon as you exhale, you basically like pass the fuck out. Um, but I was in this huge like vaporwave neon flower field, right? And in the middle of this huge field of like orange and purple and green, just this beautiful like Garden of Eden, basically. And I'm feeling this like emotion of love and compassion and like strength and like this purest form. It like felt really good. It felt almost like orgasmic in a way, which sounds weird, but it was like beautiful. Um, but in the middle of this huge like neon flower field, I saw these two spheres of energy, and it was basically like this tall man and this little girl, and they were holding hands and spinning in a circle in this small grass patch in the middle of this huge flower field. And I don't know, I felt like I learned how to like really love, and it was very, very interesting. I'll never forget it. It was very, very interesting.
Right. So you just embraced. You embraced. You not rejected fear. You kind of accepted fear as an
Right,
emotion,
because
and
it's
then
kind
you.
of a scary thing because your jaw's stretching and your ears start ringing and then you start to feel numb. Like it literally feels like you die. Like it literally feels like you're dying, but in the best way possible. It's like insane because so naturally DMT isn't everything, and humans actually experience a DMT trip when they're born and when they die, and so you only experience it twice in your whole life. And it's in all living things. All living things have traces of DMT in it. So it's very, very spiritual drug is what you would call it. A lot of tribes use it for like spiritual journeys or like healing. They cure PTSD with it. There's been studies that curing PTSD. Like, but it's honestly fucking insane. I think if you're ready, like mentally, if you need like a soul search, I think it could be really, really helpful to anybody, really. But
Damn.
yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
think
Well,
it could
you
really,
just discussed that. My PTSD triggered a little bit, but I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm sober.
like honestly, bro, I think it could get you through anything. And honestly, you'd only have to do it like I think you'd only have to do it like once a year because every single time I do it, afterwards I feel great for like 6 months. My mindset and my mentality just completely changes for the better every time.
Maybe it's like a reboot to your wiring,
No,
your
because
experiences.
it's what you call an ego death, and it kills your ego. And so the goal is to completely wipe out your ego, right? So you're truly yourself and you have no insecurities, or you don't judge, or, you just, you take people for what they are, and you don't, you know what I mean? You don't judge, you don't hate. It's just love.
Right. Yeah. I think that's one way to do it. I've been doing through meditation, the slow process.
Oh, dude, I love meditation. I think it's great. I think it would be good for anybody.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing to get to that state and be less in ego and more in mindfulness.
Definitely, because once you kill your ego, man, your mind is limitless. Because there's no negativity in your life at all.
Exactly, man. So that's talking about that. I got to get back into that practice because these past 3 days, my routine's out of whack, man. I've been editing. That's all I've been doing.
What have you been editing? What are you working on?
Oh, some fun projects. I just decided during this quarantine to finally make some videos for fun and edit them. Like, I have this YouTube channel that actually I'm gonna plug it in right now. Is where I've gotten my.
Put me on. Get your network rolling. I got you.
What I've been doing so far is I got like a couple videos of myself on Omegle and my interactions that are funny, but I'm doing some videos that are like conversations and making it like a podcast. So what I'm doing is recording it because it's much easier rather than getting the whole footage. Right. And then just taking a picture so the person, they know what they look like. But I haven't done it yet because the last two conversations on Omegle that I had was they preferred to have their privacy. They didn't want to be in public, so it was just a black screen, and I put the timestamps of the discussions.
Oh, right on. I mean, you can do that to me. Maybe you can blur my eyes out, but I mean, I don't really give too much of a fuck.
I'll do it later on, but that's the channel and what I've been doing just for fun. Because
right on, I'll definitely check it out because I'm actually intrigued.
Because I just think the best conversations is when you interact with a stranger and then you try to figure out what life experience you share and what's the truth and the wisdom you find behind it, because then you can just connect on that, and then, it's like a back and forth. It's a little bit like ping pong. And, right. With my homies that I got on my daily basis, my family, we already got our routines in place. We know what we talk about, and it's chill. It's fine. But I think the moment when you get stimulated, when you have like those aha moments of inspiration, is when you talk to a stranger by like life experience. I don't know if someone else has felt that way, but I do when I talk to strangers.
Oh yeah, me too. Though I get that because you learn perspectives from around the world too, which is really interesting.
No, but I mean is when you start to talk about something, someone asks you a question and they're listening, there's something magical that happens to you, and I guess the magic is you allow yourself to use your intelligence, your emotional experience, and allow yourself to just completely express the honest truth of what you've experienced, and you get a new insight because you're listening to someone that's being completely open with you.
Right, totally.
Because I think it's because there's already maybe an emotional burden, not a burden, but already like emotional, not baggage. I don't want to say baggage. It's because it's not negative. It's like there's already emotional weight on the relationships you already have in your personal life. So when you meet someone new and you can just kind of say, this is where I'm at, this is my perspective, this is how I view my experience, and what do you think? It's kind of like that.
Right, totally. I feel like what you're talking about conversations with strangers, that can be beneficial because it's a lot less judgment because you really don't know that person, if that makes sense.
That's the blessing and the curse to the stranger thing. That's what I've been noticing. Yeah, like as we discussed before.
Or it's an extreme amount of judgment, and people just start talking hella shit. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and there's been moments when strangers have shared with me something that I was like, holy damn, but I don't say anything because I'm in a place of listening and trying to empathize, but at the same time I got that little judgment and be like, you did what now? What?
Right, totally. Yeah, I can respect that too.
Like, I'm gonna tell you something. Actually, the last interaction I had on Omegle, I wasn't high, but I was. If you look at my eyes, I look like I'm high. In high school, a lot of people thought I was high all the time.
Oh, dude, I get it all the time. People ask me,
right? Okay, I don't know. It's maybe we got low eyes. I don't know what it is, but what happened was this girl thought I was high. She's like, "Are you high right now?" I was like, "Okay, I can go with this bit, or say nah." And I went with the whole bit, and we talked for an hour. And I literally almost embodied how I would be if I was high, and I played the part, and she believed it the whole time.
That's fire.
I felt a little bad, but at the same time, I was like, I'd rather have a positive experience and enjoy and let her believe that than rather than me just be, nah, I'm not high. Hi, how are you? Because it makes me just feel like a performer. It makes me, because I got a theater background, so I like playing roles sometimes, and it gives me that freedom to be like, just mess around with people.
Totally, because you can be whoever you want on here, which is the fun part.
Exactly, bro. But like,
just whatever you're feeling.
And then there's sometimes when I like to fuck around with people and troll them and be mean, but I only do that only at a certain level. Like, do you know when you're going too far? Because fucked up humor is funny, but you know the limit. You know the limit.
Definitely. But like, if you're throwing your dick in my face, I'm talking some shit.
Yeah, bro. I know what you mean.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely spitting some fucking mean comments. I'm calling you small and fat. I don't give a fuck.
Man, the only I haven't been mean in a while, but I was definitely in a bad vibe when I was getting skipped a lot and I was getting little kids being mean to me. It energy transferred into me.
Right, because they be talking mad shit.
Yeah, man.
They be giving you the black screen and talk shit. It's like, bro, if you're gonna talk some shit, then let me see your face and let me talk some shit.
But I do have something interesting to share about the editing part. Today, all I did was editing with this guy that I met on this application called Yubo. Yubo's like,
okay.
It's kind of like a Facebook meets Tinder, but it's not really Tinder. It's odd. It's like where you make friends and you're in chat rooms and you talk. And I met this guy that was like an artist, like a dancer, performer, and he's. Do you know the Disney Channel? The Disney Channel artist called JoJo. Do you know? Ever heard of her? Okay, so
actually, yeah, I have. Yeah.
You know how she's a little older, but she acts like a kid?
Totally.
This guy kind of embodies that, but it's not in that severe. It's more like he's our age, right? But he has this positive message. But the thing is, I was curious about it was, it feels authentic, but it's not for my target audience. It's not for like a 22-year-old to follow him. It's more like for people that are younger, like teenagers or preteens.
Right.
And I wanted to know about him. My investigative personality traits wanted to discover who he was. So I figured it out. And then I presented him this like little pitch of an intro, and I have blown him away. And now he's trusting me to make like a little mini doc for fun out of how I've interacted with him and what's his story. And I interviewed the guy for 45 minutes. So like we're gonna be linking up and getting that video out when he gets his music out in September.
That's fire.
Dude. That's why I think it's pretty cool, because I just did it out of fun and entertainment, and then it just went into a weird opportunity.
Right. It's kind of cool because you can network on here, really.
Yeah, and that was a moment when I accidentally networked, to be honest, and I was just like.
But it was gas because you were like, shit, I just stumbled upon it.
Yeah, exactly. So I took initiative this afternoon and edited a little bit, but
that's fucking fire.
Yeah, bro, but it'll definitely be dope. And well, anything interesting happened to you so far with your experiences or any of your talents where you're like, man, my skills were actually perfectly for this situation?
Fuck, I don't know. I mean, I could play a little bit of guitar. I play, but it's like 3 a.m. right now.
Nah, you don't gotta do that, man. It's okay. I know. It's late at night.
But I'm pretty fucking good at skateboarding.
Oh, yeah?
I won't lie. That's my passion.
Bro, did you hear that they're coming out with the new Tony Hawk game?
Dude, they're remastering fucking Pro Skate or whatever it is, 2 and 1.
Yeah, bro. I remember fun. I played that back in the day. Man, those Skate 2 and all those, man.
Dude, Skate 3 was my shit too, though. I mean, I still be playing that every once in a while.
That's a good-ass game, man. But I think the most prime best game that you had to be in it or out is Halo 3, bro.
Oh, bro, don't even get me started on Halo, son. I was like fucking 6, 7 years old playing that shit with my older brother, and he'd be beating my ass, so I had to get good at that shit.
I miss those golden days. We arrived at the right time, man. Dude, gamers now don't know about it.
The Xbox homies on Forge and shit. It was fire.
Yeah,
I
bro.
miss those days,
Do
bro.
you remember the screenshots people would make out of the spawns, like the nudes?
It'd be ridiculous.
But there was some creative art. And the custom games when you could just ask someone in the lobby, yo, I'm making a custom games. You want to
Yeah,
join?
it's like infected or some shit or whatever
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
to play.
And then the fat kid game type and then all
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff. Man.
we used to build these fucking huge like what were the little ATVs called? I don't know what you call them.
Nah, I say it's ATV. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh,
But
mongoose, a
we just
mongoose.
yeah, mongoose. And we play on that big ass map, and we just would make like a racetrack basically.
Oh, sand trap, right?
Yeah, yes,
Dude, I
sir.
can't
That's
believe I remember the
fucking
names
dope.
right now.
You're killing me with that. That's fire that you know that.
Yo, but do you remember this? Double kill, triple kill, Kilimanjaro.
Why are you so good at that shit?
I've been fucking around with voices with seeing what I can do.
That was pretty good, low key. You did sound just like it.
Yeah, but the guy's got a little bit more of a deeper rasp. Like when he would go killing spree. Yeah,
You're pretty good at it, honestly. It sounds pretty dope. I mean, it's almost spot on.
got it, bro. I
You
appreciate it,
could
but
probably do that shit on the video game.
I'll keep it handy in mind whenever I need it to do
Oh,
that as like a reference or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but
Hey, bro, don't hate me, but I gotta be up at like 10 o'clock.
hey, no worries, bro. Let me just take a picture of you and me,
Alright.
and then this was a good conversation. Let me just hold on real quick. Let me just get that photo ready on my computer because I got a Mac, so I can just take a quick screenshot. All right, bro. Did I get it? I don't know. I don't know. Wait. I don't know. Damn it. I'm just gonna record, okay? And I'm just gonna record a little section.
Just go for it.
All right, it's recording right now, bro. So what do you want to say, bro? We didn't even exchange names.
Dude, I'm Bo. That's my name.
Bo, dude, that sounds like a Washington kind of name too.
Oh yeah, it's French though. Beau.
Ah, damn. I'm Andy, bro.
Hell yeah.
It was a dope combo. That's my YouTube channel. I'm definitely gonna get this posted maybe in a few
Fire, bro.
days.
I'll definitely peep it. You'll see my follow.
All right, sounds good, bro. Good talking.
Hey, bro. You too, though. Later.
Later.
Hello?
Hello.
She left me on red.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
That happens.